Kwanzaa, like all holidays, has its symbols. And like all symbols, Kwanzaa symbols serve as an instructive and inspirational objects which represent and reinforce desirable principles, concepts, and practices. These symbols are both tradition and modern items and reflect both traditional and modern concepts which evolved out of the life and struggle of African American people. We will now join two members of the Afro-American Culture Center who will discuss the symbols and tell us how to arrange a Kwanzaa setting.
Habari gani? Umoja. Habari gani siku moja? Umoja. Welcome to the first day of Kwanzaa. And as you see, we have already started by using Swahili greetings. I said habari gani, and Chimbuko says umoja, habari gani. Every day, you say your greeting, habari gani, and then you respond by saying the principle of that day. We have arranged the Kwanzaa set here today, as you might find in your home or office. We begin by placing the tablecloth on the table, and it can be a solid green, solid red, or solid black. In this case, we are placing the Bandera, which is the national black flag that the Honorable Marcus Garvey gave us. The colors are black for black people, red for struggle, and green for the future and hope that comes from that struggle.
After placing down the tablecloth or the Bandera, the national flag, we'll put down the mkeka or mat. And the mkeka stands for tradition and history. And tradition and history are the foundation. And because it is the foundation, all the other Kwanzaa symbols are placed on the mkeka. After the mkeka, we place down the kinada or candle holder. The candle holder represents continental African people or African foreparents. And that symbolizes African origins and roots.
Then on the kinada is placed the Mishu Masaba, the 7 candles. These candles represent Nguzo Saba, the 7 principles, which serve as the core and moral minimum values which black people need in order to rescue and reconstruct their history and humanity and shape it in their own image and interest. Those 7 principles are Umoja, unity; Kujitagulia, self-determination; Ujima, collective work and responsibility; Ujamaa, cooperative economics; Nia, purpose; Kuumba, creativity; and Imani, faith. You place the black candle in the center, and the red candles to the left, and the green candles to your right. And that's how you light them for each day of Nguzo Saba. First the black, then the red, and then the green.
The next symbol of Kwanzaa are the mazao, or the crops. And the crops represent the historical roots of Kwanzaa. For Kwanzaa comes from the African harvest or first fruit celebration. At harvest time, the people would bring their crops and share in the fruits of their labor. So the crops are a symbol of the origin of Kwanzaa in terms of first fruit celebrations.
And as Chimbuko was saying, we use an African basket, not a European cornucopia or any other basket, but an African basket, which you can purchase like at an African store or African marketplace. The next symbol of Kwanzaa is the muhindi, which means corn. Each house uses as many ears of corn as it has children. But regardless, everyone has 1 ear of corn, for everyone is a parent in the African concept of parenthood, since we all have the collective responsibility for our children.
The next symbol of Kwanzaa is the Kikombe cha Umoja, the unity cup. The unity cup represents the first principle, Umoja, and is used for pouring libations to the ancestors.
And to pour libation, you may pick any type of juice. For example, I use grape juice. The second supplementary symbol of Kwanzaa is the Nguzo Saba poster, and is placed on the Kwanzaa set as a symbol of the 7 principles' key role in the creation and practice of Kwanzaa.
The last symbol of Kwanzaa are the zawadi, or the gifts. The gifts represent rewards for commitments made and kept. The gifts given during Kwanzaa are mainly for children, and whatever else is given must include a book and a heritage symbol. The book symbolizes our commitment to education, and the heritage symbol symbolizes our commitment to our history and culture.
These are the basic symbols of Kwanzaa, and we can further enhance our Kwanzaa set by adding lush green plants, symbolic of vegetation and nature, as we have done here. And we can use any other similar things to further beautify the Kwanzaa set.
There is no way to appreciate and understand Kwanzaa without appreciating and understanding its stress on African values. One of the main reasons Kwanzaa was created was to introduce and reinforce African values. Also, its length of 7 days is designed to give daily emphasis to each of the 7 principles of Kwanzaa, the Nguzo Saba. The Nguzo Saba stands at the heart and centers of Kwanzaa.
Wow.